What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick back with He Believe in Fitness today. This is going to be kind of a science-y type of video. Some of you may honestly have no idea what I'm talking about in this video, but it was something I just thought I'd throw out there, throw it out to the universe, see, hey, maybe some people understand what I'm saying, maybe be able to get some pointers about why certain things are the way they are about muscle building. So what I'm talking about is how and why we only are able to lift a certain number of reps at a given tension versus a lighter tension where we can do more reps and so on. Now, when we are using about anywhere from 0 to 29% of our 1 rep max, it is said that active muscle tension is not being used. So anything such as walking, daily activities of living, you're obviously not producing any type of tension. But as soon as you hit that 30%, then active muscle tension starts to be becoming a factor. And those lower amounts of percentages, the 5, 10, 15, anywhere from 0 to 29, I'll go back to that number, you're using your slow twitch muscle fibers. Those muscle fibers and motor units, as they're specifically called, are those such as your postural muscles. Okay, so you're not using any sort of force in that regard. You jump up to 30 to, I'd say, maybe 50, 55%, then you bring your fast twitch A muscle fibers into consideration. The heavier the tension that you produce, the more muscle fibers you're going to use. The slow twitch are smaller motor units, thus meaning they cannot produce as much force as a fast twitch A or a fast twitch B, which is the largest size of the motor unit. Now, when we reach 70% of our 1 rep max and anywhere beyond that point, the fast twitch B comes into play. Because of that, we are lifting obviously heavier weights such as powerlifting or your basic strength training program, where you can only do anywhere from 1 to 5 reps in the low 70 to mid 80 range. Like I was saying, when you get to 70% and up, your fast twitch B is being recruited. Now, you don't jump directly to fast twitch B when you're using heavier tension. You have to also recruit the slow twitch and the fast twitch A in order to do those exercises. However, the exception is in the case where if your muscles are already fatigued after doing a heavy set and you barely rest in between the second set, then there is the jump straight to the fast twitch B. Now what happens when you're doing heavy and why you can only do a small amount of reps is because as you're using that heavy tension, the intramuscular pressure that is within your muscle groups starts to increase. And because of that increased pressure, that causes increased resistance of blood flow. The increased resistance of blood flow makes your muscle cells become smaller, and thus blood occlusion, as it's called, occurs. That means there's absolutely no blood flow to your muscles while you're using the higher tension, and thus meaning you can only do small reps because of the fact that there's no blood in them. So that's just a little bit of a basis of why you can only do lower reps with heavier weight. Now, as you decrease the weight, obviously the slow twitch muscle fibers are more of a aerobic type of fiber, so that you can have lighter weight and use it for a longer duration of time. So any muscle group that is a part of that has a higher percentage of slow twitch. Now, there's always some slow twitch and some fast twitch, in each muscle group. It's just a matter of one of them is more slow twitch oriented than the other, and vice versa. And anything that is slow twitch is considered, they're considered to be postural movements. Anything that is more fast twitch is more of an explosive type of movement. So that's it. That's a little bit of basis, as I said before. If any of you are confused, feel free to shoot a comment down below. I will be more than happy to try to clarify things as best I can. If you understand some of this, then great, good for you, because it's something I had recently learned and I wanted to share a little bit with you guys if anybody was curious. I will try to do a follow-up. Like I said, if anyone is confused, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, keep believing fitness, keep on working, keep on believing, and never give up. Have a great day, everybody.